Why do most businesses fail at marketing? It's because they guess. They create content and advertising from their perspective without thinking about what their customer actually wants. They do what they think will work, but real marketing, it's never about what you think. It's about knowing exactly what your customer wants, sometimes better than they do. Let's get something straight. Googling customer pain points is not real research. Asking ChatGPT what busy moms want isn't insight. Reading surface level blogs or playing podcasts at 2x speed isn't going to give you the things that you want. It won't get you deep enough. Real marketing research means listening to the raw, unfiltered opinion of your market. You have to find the place where you can find the unfiltered language of your market. This means finding the place where your customer goes to vent, cry, and ask for help regarding a specific thing in your industry. This is where you need to pay the most attention. Forums, social media threads, and niche comment sections. That's where the gold is. We're not just looking for what they're saying, we're decoding for what they feel. What frustrates them so much that keeps them up at night? What beliefs do they hold about why nothing has worked yet? What emotional triggers are hiding beneath their logic? Here's my method, step by step. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna download this Reddit Comment Scraper Chrome extension. So as you can see here, I've already got it installed. Now what that allows us to do, it allows us to go over to Reddit and it allows us to do our research. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna search the following. We're gonna search insert industry, insert city. So for example, if you're a financial planner, we're gonna search up financial planner and advisor Vancouver, because that's the city I'm in. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape all these threads where we get to see the negative things people are saying about it as financial advisors, the positive things people are saying about financial advisors, why they're not picking certain advisors, and why they are picking some other advisors. So here we go. I'm gonna scrape about 5 of them with all the comments with the Reddit scraper that we just downloaded. And we're gonna put that into a Google Doc. All right, we're done scraping all the threads. Now here's what we're gonna do next. I've got several prompts and instructions that we're gonna plug into AI to help us do our research. First of all, I've got a custom GPT called my copywriter, which I've given specific instructions into writing compelling copy. We'll get into that a bit later on, and that's part of a different video, but here's what we're gonna do. I am going to upload 2 of my instructions. First of all, we're gonna upload the copywriter GPT instructions. This is giving the AI instructions on exactly what it needs to do and how it needs to write. So once it acknowledges that, we're gonna upload our Reddit threads. So it has acknowledged what it needs to do. By the way, I'm gonna have these available in my call to action in the description of the YouTube video. So you can go there and get it. All you have to do is opt in with your email and your phone number. All right, so what's next? Our Reddit threads, it's time to upload those. So what we're actually gonna do here is we're gonna download these threads as a text document, because that's the most readable for these large language models. So we're gonna download it as a plain text document. All right, so I've got it right here. Now we're gonna upload that to our copywriter. And finally, we are going to give it a deep research prompt. So yeah, it's just reviewing all the information that it's got in here. We're going to upload our deep research prompt, which is gonna give the instructions of what exactly it needs to do research on. Here are the pain points of the customers. Financial advisors at banks are just salespeople. The good ones won't even take you unless you have 500K plus. I did better on my own with no fees. Fee-only advisors can't recommend specific investments. I want someone to explain this so a 10-year-old can understand. So there's too much jargon and buzzwords. I don't know who to trust. I just want someone to help me and not tell me fluff. So here's what people believe about financial advisors according to what they've put on Reddit. They're skeptical, but they're hopeful. They're doing it themselves with pride, but they're burnt out. So they started learning on their own, but they got overwhelmed. There's too much jargon. It sounds too fancy and they're suspicious. And these are community-driven people, so they lean heavily on Reddit and forum crowdsourcing for trusted recommendations in terms of their investments. So their current alternatives and sentiment is they use Reddit's Money Steps and Wiki. They use robo-advisors, self-directed ETFs, YouTube educators such as Steph and Dan, and they read books like Millionaire Teacher and The Wealthy Barber. They don't like to see high-fee advisors, sales-first culture, and vague buzzword-filled advice. There's a lack of access for average earners. Here's what they're looking for. They're looking for fee-only, fiduciary, conflict-free advice, simple, clear strategies to help create a plan and not selling products, someone to guide, not just transact. So here's where the real stuff comes in. How are you going to capitalize on this research? Here are some themes to use in your copywriting, which I'll talk about in the next video of the series. This was the research part of the series. Next, I'm going to show you how you turn this research into customers, okay? That's the second step of step 5. So some core themes to use in your copy. And what do I mean by copy? By copy, I mean creating scripts for content that you can post to target your ideal customer. So scripts in terms of you're scripting a video or you're writing text. Here comes the next step. You're gonna create content and ads. So that's what my next video is for. Stay tuned. If you'd like for me to go through all this stuff about how we can personalize it to your business, just click the calendar below and I'll get you set up.